Day 15 of the Stream of Consciousness. Um, get right into the Stream of Consciousness. Adversary. One that is hostile toward another, the enemy. One that is hostile. Right now, there's always, not right now, there's always been adversaries. Always been somebody hostile towards somebody. Always an enemy. I don't know, just part of human nature, part of humanity. Always an enemy. Who's the adversary? Yeah, who's the adversary? Nah, but on a real note, like it's some big threats being thrown out, like verbally, like nuclear threats. Like Korea saying they got enough missiles, nuclear missiles, to launch at the whole American nation. Like, that's 50. That's about 50 nuclear missiles, 50 states. Like, so yeah, it's adversaries on the real note. Like, but yeah, it's always been since starting humanity. Somebody hostile or just feeling bad behavior towards somebody, like an enemy, like your adversary, like your rival. And it's weird. It's always been like this. We don't know where it stems from. We try to scientifically prove it, but there's no physical that because if it was something that could change it, then we would know for sure what's the like. If we have a solution to change not being hostile towards somebody, then we got a scientific proven fact of how to like that this is it, and this is how you this is the solution towards it. We don't have a solution towards it, so we can keep thinking it's brain chemistry, it's some type of chemistry biologically, it's some type of religious reasoning. But if there's no solution to it, like a quick solution, not quick, but it has to be quick, but a quick or a few days clinically proven. I'm trying to say like clinically proven. Like you experimented with it and it's clinically proven. It's been after the experimentation, it's been solved. And not have an adversary or feel like you have an adversary anymore. Other than that, we don't know where it stems from at the end of the day. That's something that goes up in the air. It's a mystery. And we just say it's human nature. But yeah, adversary. This is the adjective adverse, opposed to one's interests. I struggle with this myself. I'm pissed at myself that I get mad. I get pissed at myself that I struggle with this. I don't know where this just started. I never felt like this type of adverse feeling before. Maybe it's because I'm dropping. Not too sure. I never felt like opposing people's interests. Like that was never me. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what got into me. Um, it's not even about like my conditions or nothing that like that's what's starting. That's what's sparking it. Like this is something way different that just came out of nowhere and just like me opposing what people like. Like it's not affecting me. It's not disturbing me. So why am I feeling adverse? Like, This is something very that's like I said, I never felt like this before. This is why sometimes listen to my music that I used to listen to in the past, to put me back in that mind state, that mindset, just me being me, staying in my lane, like just focusing on me, staying in my lane. Um, wherever I'm at, what circumstance, what condition, um, yeah, gotta work on it, man. If it's not really harmful or harming me or really not harming or disturbing the peace, like I should respect people's ideas, respect people's beliefs, respect people's interests. And the same goes for me. Um, um, so when I rap,
rap mostly on instrumentals, not really affecting nobody directly. I mean, it's why it's called profile. My profile, doing my thing. So some people, it goes with others as well. Also, like as well, like certain interests I have, people oppose it somehow. Got a problem with like me opening my mouth at certain situations. Um, as long as I'm not really directly, with me is like directly like in front of somebody. Like as long as I'm not doing any of that, there should be no issue with me. You know, my interests. Um, Adversity, bad luck, or an example of this. Bad luck, or an example of this. Adversity, misfortune. You're witnessing an adversity right in front of your eyes, and you're very in front of your eyes in this lifetime. You're witnessing a big misfortune, unfortunate adversity, downfall. Um, Everybody is witnessing it in front of their eyes. When I walk across somebody, they witnessing the adversity walking right past them. I can't. I was in a university. Um, I don't want to say university, but I was in a college. I was in the academy, a collegiate academy, and instead of a university, I became a adversity. Yeah, bad luck, and I'm a true example of this, man. People learn from me. Make sure you always hustle. Make sure you always hustle early. I'm hustling now, but hustle early, or make sure you dedicate your life into a craft or a skill, and flourish from it, prosper from it. So yeah, I'm an example of it. So no worries, y'all. It'll drop soon. We'll be dropping soon. Advert to make reference to or speak about briefly but specifically. Mention. Um, this is like advertisement. Um, uh, when I just hear any sound, when I read anything, I don't know what is it I don't know what it's inverted to. Uh, I don't know the references. Um, and this is what kind of makes me psychotic. Similar to that song, I said Kanye. I don't know why I kept saying Kanye. It sounded like Kanye, but that's when Diddy said it. And I'm coming home. That song with I think it was with Skylar Grey. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm coming home. And he's like, I hate that song. I always feel like it's talking to me when that comes on. I don't know if Kanye said that or Diddy said it, but like when I just hear things, like it just sounds like it's always offending me. And this is the psychosis, the psychotic part of me. Um, I take everything as a jab. But that's probably because I see my future ahead of me now. So that's probably a really big reason why. Um, that probably is a big reason why. But yeah, other few reasons is also as well. But that's probably one of the major reason why. But yeah, never know what somebody's averting to. Um, and that's the next word, advertise, to make known openly or publicly. An advertisement, a public statement informing the public of a matter of general interest. Uh, I advertised what was going on inside of me. I advertised to the public what was going on inside of me, and in turn, uh, that gave people something to gain from it. Um, it gave people a sense of dominance for me advertising inside out, um, irreversibly, not irreversibly, but reversibly. Um, you could say my advertising of within um,
became like an advertisement for winning $1 million. Like they gave that sense of feeling for people to gain from it. So I gave a lot. I gave a lot from just advertising what was going on in the inside of me. Advice. An opinion suggesting a wise or proper course of action. Advice. An opinion suggesting a wise or proper course of action. An opinion suggesting a wise or proper course of action. An opinion suggesting a wise or proper course of an opinion suggesting a wise or proper course of action. Advice. I know what this is. It's like giving you suggestions on what should you correct or what you should do better at. Little suggestions like tips. But I was thinking of something else I was trying to get my mind fixed on this definition. So I was trying to repeat it to my mind. It's fixed on this definition. Yeah, my mind it wanders places especially when I'm trying to read. Sometimes my mind just still wanders. My brain. All right, so proper course of action. Usually when I give a lot of credit, I credit my development to my good partner Q, because when I started playing 2K, he gave me a lot of advice on how I should play. This is why I credit a lot of my skills towards Q, because without him, I probably wouldn't be the person I am. It was quick advice. It wasn't a long story. Just quick advice. Like be in the game. Like you should do this pull-ups. I never thought about doing pull-ups. In my head, I'm like, that's too far-fetched. I can't do pull-ups. That's how I was thinking. You try to do the pull-ups, and I was playing with a friend, so it always gave me that double standard and that judgment complex, like that short man complex, Napoleon complex. Like I'm playing with a friend, I gotta have a good reputation. I gotta look good. I gotta be good. Like to how I feel I should be good. Like not how others perceive what's good, but good to my level, and what to my level towards the judgment complex of somebody else looking at me was to my standard of how I'm good enough and what I'm fine with being good at a level. Yes. No, not yet. All right. No, earlier I did. So I credit a lot of my skill level development towards Q, because like he would give me advice like try to do pull ups. And you gotta look for those passes quicker, man. Just quick things like that. He's like try to do floaters. And then he would give me a lot of reps playing back in the old 2Ks, a lot of reps, and that just gave me a vibe of I'm iron at this. Before I used to be a 3 and D, just a lockdown, two-way sharpshooter, sit corner, play defense. And yeah, I developed into a decent, alright. I mean, we all like to call ourselves the best. We all like to think we're the best. I mean, why would, if somebody else is calling themselves the best, you want to call yourself the best. We all want to give ourselves to think we're the best. Like, that's just normal. Um, I just add a little more extra talk because I got problems. I got a lot of problems. So, like one of my issues, I got a lot of triggers. Like, what else does it? Whatever else can do it, and that's just basically everybody. That's my trigger right there. So, me trying to win everything and be undisputed and beat everybody is like, who else does it? Like, nobody can beat me. I'm the only one that can win against everybody. Like, so that's why. But obviously, I fail at that ideal way of my goal. That ideal goal, I fail at it every time. I lose eventually. But yeah, that's why I'm right on the line. That's my reasonings and motives of why I call myself the best. But yeah, like I said, that all goes like
That's me going down a rabbit hole now to today at this very point in time, where I'm at now with my skill level in that video game. But yeah, I credit a lot of my skill level and development towards Q. He gave me a lot of advice, and he kind of like showed me the ropes while we're playing. And while I learned from example, while he was point guard, I was on the side just helping out secondary. Um, he was showing me how he was playing. I was learning from it. More like monkey see, monkey do. More like lead by example. Without really saying anything, he's leading by example. I learned from some of the things he was doing. Sometimes I added a twist on my own, especially, and then I was always trying to learn the new dribbles now. Ever since I started playing them, so yeah, like I said, advice. That's what I thought of when I thought of the word advice. Next word, advisable. Advisable. Suitable for bringing about a desired result under the circumstances. Suitable for bringing about a desired result under the circumstances. So under the circumstances, you get a result you want. This is another word is expedient for it. When you're under pressure, you can really become advisable and shine, or you could be the opposite and crumble. But you get the desired result under the circumstance of being pressured into shining like a diamond. Next word, advised, to give advice to. The adjective is advised. Decided on the result is a careful thought, or advised, deliberate. Advisor, a person who gives advice, especially professionally. It's a consultant. But advise and an advisor. You could say when I used to go to therapy, my therapist, my psychiatrist, always advises me, always was advised, and things he recommended and give advice about my emotions and my thought patterns and the thoughts I have. He was a good advisor, a good consultant. Made sure he always gave me the best foot forward, the best idea to put my best foot forward with, and continue putting the next foot against in front of the next foot. Put me in the right mindset, the right mindset, and the right mind state. He was a good advisor. I had to end it off doing those therapy sessions because I feel like I was getting older. There was no need to do that. I realized it's not going to change. I tried going to a therapy session, but nothing's really going to change. Like I just have to fight through it. It was no quick snap of the finger solution. Now I got new issues. There's no quick solution to it, man. So give the best advice you can, best tips, best advice. Be a great advisor, but it's nothing else to it, man. If you know your triggers, you know your triggers. You gotta be honest and aware with yourself. What triggers you, what you like, what you don't like, what's wrong with you. Like you just gotta be aware of yourself. Just list down just characteristics of you, and just things that bother you, that don't bother you. And yeah, just keep putting the one foot in front of the other foot. Do what you gotta do. Do your job, like Bill Belichick be saying. Do your job. Do your job. Yeah, that's all we can do. I mean, we go any further than that, we get into dangerous territory, dangerous boundaries. So yeah, advisor. That's what I thought of when I thought of advisor. Advocate, a person who actively supports or favors a cause. A person who actively supports or favors a cause. Advocate.
to promote the interests or cause of uh, about support, cheering. Um, this is the positivity, man. I should always be an advocate for everybody, man. I'll be an angel's advocate and a devil's advocate, God's advocate and devil's advocate. I try to always be both sides and be advocating both. But obviously, don't physicalize it now, but verbalize it. Try to be an advocate for both sides at all times, especially the side that's feeling worse. I try to be an advocate for the side that's feeling worse. To be honest with myself. Uh, that's why when I say something sometimes, like as a reply, and I feel bad for the other side, I be an advocate for them. Like I would instantly do something or a gesture that's like that's going to hit me back at this like hit me back with the same level of intensity. Um, Scratch the eyebrow or something like. Um, but I always try to keep it a balance, like a balance being. Like try to keep the seesaw balance. Try to keep the tightrope balance. I try to keep the scale balance. Never like this, like this. Try to keep it balanced. That's why I always be an advocate for both sides, to be honest. But if it ever comes down to like physicalizing it, you know what side I'm on. But that's not happening. We in America, it's a melting pot. It's blended together. It's enjoy each other as best we can. Obviously, we're gonna have some adversaries. That's what I was talking about the first word today. Adversary. We always gonna have something with hostile behavior, offensive. And, yeah, it's America. Aegis, means or method of defending your defense. Um, what's my aegis? My means of defending. Man, you can say my one-worded answers down to the basics. Usually my aegis. I get down to the very nitty gritty of what it is. Um, my aegis is getting to the point. Getting to the point. Because I don't have the blessing. I don't have the gift of blessing of being able to maneuver with various ways of speaking. So I gotta just get to the point. Not trying to be abrupt, but I gotta get to the point because that's my means of defending with the conditions I have. You can say I'm a crippled man. A crippled man's getting to the point. Um, he's not gonna try to do a lot. He can't maneuver as the best ways and the best adaptable ways and best ably ways, but he gets to the point with this crippled man. There's one crippled man. So yeah, that's my aegis, getting to the point, being direct. Yes and no answers, cut and dry. Um, if that moment my head is on one, like it has the ability to swindle around and be deceitful and magical. That at the moment, then yeah, I would take advantage of the moment. I seize the moment, but it doesn't happen often. So most of the time, like there's no magic happening. I'm usually just a crippled man. So yeah, that's my aegis. Getting to the point. Eon, a long, exceedingly long period of time. Eon. It takes eons. It takes eons for me to sometimes write something. It takes eons for me to sometimes think of something. It takes eons for me to sometimes reply. It takes eons for me to sometimes score against my opponents. That's why I get pissed. It takes eons for people to understand me. It takes eons for me to get out of get out and be independent. It takes eons for me to be living on my own. It takes eons for me to either live on my own or live up in heaven and get up and grow up to the skies. It takes eons for me to do that. Aerodrome. This is another word for airport, a place from which aircraft operate that uses as paved runways in a terminal, an airport, aerodrome. I haven't been in the aerodrome in a while, an airport in a while. I've been busy. I've been working now. I'm growing up, becoming an adult now, sort of a young adult. I don't really have time to go in the aerodrome and fly to another place. And I haven't been taking days off really. Now I'm about to work a second job, so the aerodrome is out of the picture, man. It's going to be a while for me to go back on the aerodrome. Affability, the state of quality of having a pleasant or agreeable manner in the socializing with others. Amiability, affable, having a relaxed, casual manner, easygoing. Affability, affable. This is a good characteristic trait to have, but this falls on the spectrum of who has this affability, who doesn't, who's more easygoing, who's more into just being responsive, being responsive faster and more upfront. I try to be affable. Um, but when I'm home, I'm trying to be affable. When I'm outside in the public, I'm normally affable all the time. But when I'm home, it's tough to be affable. It's tough to be affable your whole lifetime. I will admit, always in the public, I've been affable for the most part. Always been easygoing outside. When I get home, I don't always have the affability anymore because I'm putting up in front the most of the time. A lot of craziness, a lot of problems going on inside. I have no choice but to be easygoing. I'm not really in a state of being assertive, or I'm not usually in a position of being assertive or forceful or determined or lead with leadership. Like I'm usually not a leader in things, so there's no need for me to be none other than easygoing. But when I get home, I usually don't have that affability anymore. It always gets out somehow. Always somehow it gets out. Before, back when I used to get home, I used to take it out on my family. That was the wrong thing to do. Now I usually take it out on instrumentals. I usually write it out. I usually scream at the video game. If it's not easy going, literally that we're not winning, and it's because people are not complying. They're having non-compliance with the way the game should be going. Purposely non-complying. Then I take it out just through the TV screen, screaming at the air. But yeah, it's tough to be affable your whole lifetime at everywhere you go, not just some places, every place. It's tough to be affable and have the affability. I will admit, especially when you are feeling mad, not when you just never feeling mad, but when you are feeling mad, it's tough to just be easygoing still. I'm not gonna lie. Especially when you get back home. The last words for the stream of consonants today is affair, a brief romantic relationship. You having an affair is brief. You could say Wuthering Nights or Wuthering Heights, whatever the name of the movie is. You could say the man had his real true love. It was far away. They wanted them far away from each other. And the man had an affair with another woman. Just a brief romantic relationship. They use her as a quick affair to love. It was really far away from the true love. That's an affair right there in that movie. Then you say, man, I don't really think of affairs often. Like I said, this is brief, so it should be quick. Um, I'm not really into romance anymore. I'm kind of over the romance situation. Sometimes I listen to music that's romantic still, um, just to give a new sensation, a new vibe, a new feeling. Not a new feeling, but bringing back a new feeling that I don't normally feel often. Just to change the sensation of my body for a few minutes or a few seconds or a few moments, a few pause moments, brief moments, intermission, um, a recess. Yeah, I don't really think of affairs often anymore. But that's it, folks. Day 15 of Stream of Consciousness. I hope you have a nice, hope you have a blessed, hope you have a great, hope you have a good day. Um, yeah, man, that's it for today, folks. Day 15 of the Stream of Consciousness. Um, peace out of peace. I will see you guys in the next one. That'll be tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow for my job that I usually work right now. Um, so I'll be having free time to play some video games, to look at some videos, to think things, to listen to music, um, enjoy at least a good meal of dinner at the very end of the day. Um, yeah, um, peace out of peace, like I said. Salute.